Pedophiles always try to find a way to justify their sexual attraction to children. Most of their attempts have backfired, fortunately, but they ain't stopping. They want to reach their goal so badly. Hello my fellows and welcome back to Not So Normal Tea. Yes, this video is about Lolicon and lollies and that crap. If you're uncomfortable or you just don't want your day to be ruined, feel free to click off this video. There is nothing wrong with clicking off videos. By the way, if I sound sarcastic, it's most likely due to brain damage, okay? Please take the following things I say with a grain of salt. I'm not an expert in love, so I can't exactly tell you all if lollies are legal or not. Let's begin infiltrating. Loli is the slang term that is used for anime girls who have the physical appearance of someone under the age of 18. Their actual age doesn't matter here. For example, if the character is 9 years old and has the physical appearance of a 9-year-old, basically a normal child, then she is considered a loli. If the character is actually 1000 years old but has the appearance of a 9-year-old, then she is still considered a loli. There is nothing wrong with animes that have characters that are considered lolis or having ghosts that are considered lolis, as long as they aren't being sexualized. You can also have grown people who are underdeveloped and or short. There's also Shota, the male version of loli. I won't cover Shota/Shotakan that much because 1. Lolicon is more common, and 2. Most of the stuff I'm gonna say can be also applied to Shota. Attraction to lolis is called Lolicon. A person attracted to lolis is also called a Lolicon. Yet, Lolicon is sexual attraction to young girls, which is pedophilia. Lolicons are mainly seen on Twitter, but they can be found in any other social media. We're going to infiltrate just Twitter for now because it has the biggest population of internet degenerates currently. I think you got the basic knowledge now. Let's move on. I went to hashtag loli, lolicon, lolicon sport and lolicon pride month and looked at the tweets. For hashtag loli, there are some lolita fashion things. There's nothing wrong with lolita fashion. It's just a Japanese subculture that is influenced from Victorian clothing. The rest is all messed up. There is an acceptable lolista. There is this tweet that I don't want to explain. It's just one girl that I assume is under 18 is advertising her OnlyFans. What the frick? Even if it's something like jailbait, it's not okay. It still harms people, it still harms you, and it will still get you in trouble. Listen, if you want to drown children in swimsuits or bikinis, context matters. If your intention is not to sexualize children, then drowning children in swimsuits or bikinis is fine. If your intention is to sexualize children, then you should definitely get some help. Hashtag Lolicon support. I saw this. Thankfully, there are some sane people on Twitter, or else my day will be ruined whenever I open Twitter. Hashtag Lolicon, also unacceptable loli stuff. Twitter filtered the images, thankfully, and I don't want to dive too deep into it. I'm not hurting your boy after all, There are also more sane people there who tweet things such as loli porn equals chai porn, you fucking degenerates. I'm glad that people like this exist. I'm very glad. Hashtag Lolicon Pride Month has some Lolicon apology and we'll get to that later. But thankfully it's mostly anti-Lolicon people and shitposters. Don't worry, the shitpost will not contain Lolicon apology. Kudos to anti-Lolicons for doing the dangerous work for us. Keep up the good work. I also found some anti-Lolicon memes there, This was my favorite. I just want to add some positivity to this. Okay, I have to admit, this section was a roller coaster. I'll be covering some arguments commonly used by lolicons or pedophiles to justify their routine urges in this section. As in the title, this section contains massive cognitive hazards. There are actually sexual harassers out there. Why care about lolicons? Ah yes, whataboutism. Like Wearable saying, yes, the Nazis did horrible stuff, but what about the Allies bombing Dresden? or similar things. Axis war crimes and allied war crimes, yes, are both war crimes, but that doesn't make the allies worse than the Axis. The war crimes of both sides aren't in the same scale. This argument is not the same as Lolicon's. There are actual sexual aspects of their arguments, but we can apply a similar logic to it. While Lolicon and sexual harassment aren't in the same scale, they're both problems. They're both not okay, as human beings can care about more than one thing. Sexual harassment is the worst problem, but that doesn't make Lolicon okay in any way. It is just a drawing. It is fictional. It is a drawing of a child. Yes, it is fictional, but fiction is influenced from real life. Heavy or little doesn't matter. It's influenced from real life. If you like to drawings of children, it is most likely that you're also attracted to real children. Loli porn is child porn. Point blank. She is actually above the age of consent. Yes, she might look like a child but actually be an adult, but she looks under 18. That's where the problem is. Besides, if the girl is actually over 18 and sexually interacts with people that looks under 18, then there is something wrong with her. Technically, lolliporn is not illegal. I don't know if lolliporn is legal or not. As I said at the beginning of the video, I'm not an expert in law, but whether it's legal or not, it's not okay to be attracted to drawings of underage girls. This is kind of like the Walmart had laws against rape and looting argument where it was used. Yes, rape and looting might have been illegal in the Walmart, but that doesn't mean that the Walmart didn't do it. This lolliporn is not illegal argument is kind of like the reverse of it. Lolliporn may be legal, but that doesn't mean that lolliporn is a good thing. It's disgusting. Being a lolicon is not okay. Lolicon is pedophilia with extra steps. If you think that you're a lolicon, aka a pedophile, see a therapist immediately before it becomes too difficult to not act on your urges. I'd also like to tell the anti-lolicons to continue fighting. Pedophilia should never be normalized, and I'm saying that as a 13-year-old kid. Pedophilia harms the pedophiles themselves, it harms children, it harms basically most people. Anyways, I hope you learned something from this video, fellow dudes. Feel free to leave a like or dislike and comment your thoughts on lolicons in the comment section. See you, fellow dudes. I'm off.